dick. Never mind. See, I went in the comments. People are stupid.
Gabrielle to the base thingies.
Gabrielle's, yeah.
People are assholes.
They never
read the comments on something that's beautiful and happy.
Yeah, this one chick is like, beautiful. And then this asshole replies, do you rely on Braille to read?
The fuck? Fuck you, asshole. But yet you're here on my fucking story, on my page. Gawker. Get out of here.
Well, it's an article, but yeah. Like, people are just dumb. Can't take them. I just want, like, seriously, people need to just, like, jump off a bridge. That's all I have.
You kicked off Twitter again.
I'm not on Twitter. This ain't Twitter.
This ain't the Twitter sphere. Excuse me. Did you hear about Tiny Zeus Lester?
Yes.
Were you there?
Was I at his house? No.
No.
I was not at his house, but yes, I heard.
Mom tell you?
Mom told me, and then it was all over my notifications in Newsbreak.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's sad. And then, like, 3 celebrities died of COVID this week. Him, the first black man that was inducted to the Country Music Hall of Fame. He was 89 or 80.
Oh, yeah, I think Mom mentioned that.
And then that actress lady, another 3 black people, 3 black famous people died of COVID.
Oh, shit.
What's her name?
It ain't safe. It ain't safe. It ain't safe. It ain't safe. It ain't safe.
And these anti-maskers out here. I was in Walmart this week, and there was this couple up in there with no masks on. I went to Rite Aid. There was a man in there with no mask on. Oh, my God. And then yesterday I went to Rite Aid, and there was a dude in there with no mask on. And the guy behind me was like, I thought you had to wear a mask in here. So we're just letting people in here with no masks? And I was leaving when he said it. I was like, because I wanted to see what was happening, because it was a white dude that was complaining, and it was a black dude that didn't have on the mask.
Uh-huh.
He was with a woman who had a mask on, but he didn't have a mask on.
Right.
And so I wanted to see what was
going to happen.
Yeah.
How was going to play out.
Because
I need to get some tea.
The employees, like, it's funny because nobody is enforcing. You have all these signs.
Yeah.
But nobody is enforcing. Like, if you come into my place of business or the place that I work and I'm a cashier and you don't have a mask on, I'm not going to help you.
Okay. That's your right to refuse service.
Exactly. And I'm going to be like, sorry, you're not wearing a mask. I cannot help you. And if you have a problem with it, I'm going to call the popo.
Call the popo, call the popo.
But, so yeah, I'm tired. I'm tired of hearing stupid people say stupid stuff. I'm tired of listening to nonsense and people with their stupid opinions. And now, like, all this other stuff about the vaccine. And I'm just like, I can't deal. I'm just tired. People are dumb. I just don't like people.
That's okay. You can not like people.
It's like, that's why I don't go anywhere or do anything. That's why I don't talk to anybody.
You were a shut-in before there was a shut-in. So.
Oh, shut-in.
Except you would go to the stores every now and then, you know.
Yeah, like I go to, I'll go to the Rite Aid.
The Rite Aid.
The mall is open. So I was, on my way. I was listening to the radio and there's an ad and they're like, oh, the mall's open. But it wasn't open before, but now it's open.
I know I've been into Macy's, but I have not walked the mall since.
Yeah, no, the mall is open. Like all the stores are open.
Mom wants more perfume, so I need to go to Macy's and get her some perfume.
Yeah, I ordered some shit from Macy's that is being delivered.
You're smart. You're smart. You're smart. Elephant in the room. We're still here. It's December. Hello. But it's the same fucking shit. It's the same sad song.
It sucks. It's like, it's not, it's never ending. Now they're probably going to start doing this thing where like they make the vaccine mandatory for kids or some shit. And, it's just like, here we go. Here we go. We got the conspiracy theorists out there already talking shit. And then we got the idiots that are like, oh, yeah, well, it's Biden. I'm like, Trump is still the president. So what are you talking about? The vaccine has nothing to do with Biden. None. That's all Trump. And but these idiots are like, well, Biden, the vaccine, Biden. I'm like, no. Trump was the one who was pushing for a vaccine. So what are you talking about? just stupidity abounds, and I cannot take it.
You can't change it. Don't let it affect you. Just let that shit wash down the river.
Like, honestly.
And I want to go down to the river.
Can't. I cut my freaking finger last night. I bought a little shelf, little tiny bookshelf. And I put it together last night and I cut my finger.
I'm sorry. How'd you do that?
I don't know. Okay. I have no idea. I just know I got a cut. I think I smashed my fingers like 80 times with a damn hammer.
Oh my God.
Because they have those little ass nails.
Ding, ding,
and
ding, ding, ding.
Yeah, like,
how am I supposed to hold that? I feel like I think I saw like a hack or something that you like put stick it in like a piece of fruit or a piece of something and just nail it in there so you don't have to sit there and hold it. Like, I feel like I saw a hack on one of those videos of hammering tiny nails so you don't bash your fingers in.
Yeah, I did. I smashed my fingers like a bunch of times last night. But I guess when you're drinking, you shouldn't probably put together stuff.
Lesson learned. Here we go.
Don't construct bookshelves and play with nails and hammers when you've had a couple of drinks.
Yeah, let's not do that. And today we're having drinks. Today it's mimosas.
Yay, mimosas.
Mimosas make us merry. I was listening to last week's episode. Oh, hey, by the way, I'm Sunny Hepburn.
And I'm tired of this shit.
And this is
Book of Lies.
The podcast.
It's Bulp, bitches.
So, welcome to the podcast, listeners. If this is your first episode, welcome. If this isn't, thank you for coming back and listening and tuning in. And we love you guys. We hope you're being safe out there. And today is officially the last day I will accept anything from you for a collaboration on our 100th episode. Sorry, today is the cutoff date. So again, our 100th episode is coming up in 2 weeks. 2 weeks from today, it's going to be our New Year's episode. So it'll be our New Year's episode. It'll be our 100th episode. And it'll be our messiest episode. And we cannot wait.
Why is it going to be the messiest episode?
Because I'm going to drink a lot.
Oh, my God. Okay.
Yes. So if you have any New Year's resolutions or anything you want to write in about, send it to bookofliespodcast@gmail.com. Or you could send in any audio to bookofliespodcast@gmail.com. You could do a voice note. You could, I don't know, send it on a pigeon. I don't know.
Carrier pigeons.
Get it here, okay? You could also call us and leave a message at 424-394-1981.
Yeah.
That's the Bulp hotline. Again, it's 424-394-1981. 1981. Or you can even text us also.
Yeah, you can text that number. You can leave a message on that number.
No spam, please.
That's it for the number.
Okay, great. So reach out to us that way. And was that how your week was? You're just sick of it? You're tired?
I'm tired of everything. Like, literally tired of everything. I just, like, I don't want to get out of my bed. I don't want to do anything except lay there and watch Christmas movies.
That's okay.
And maybe eat some chocolate and drink all the wine. That's it.
That feeling is understandable, and it's fine. I think it's time to do that. You hustled your ass off last month. It's super gloomy right now.
It is. It's gross. So this morning it was sunny, and then suddenly there were clouds, and I was like, well, "What the hell?
Where's the sunshine?"
It was just gone.
Yeah.
But it's not going to rain. So
no, it's not going to rain. It's just threatening. It's really La Nina year, so it's super dry. I was checking the forecast. I saw up north, like in San Francisco, it was raining. And I think in Fresno it's going to rain, but we're not going to get anything.
Yeah.
So I'm like, maybe these clouds will make their way down, but it's just really dark and overcast every morning Brent's like, where's the sun? I'm like, I don't know, girl. The clouds ate it up. It does affect the mood tremendously.
Like, I think people with seasonal disaffective disorder, if you're like in a place where it's gloomy right now, I'm so sorry because it sucks. Like when I was up north, the sun never came out except for like from like May to actually late May to like August. And then in September, fog. It was fog and clouds and rain, and that's all. And I might have had seasonal disaffective disorder. Anyway, how was your week?
My week was good. I've just been really putting my head down and trying to get focused and plan my day accordingly. And I'm just really happy with where we are with Beauty's Biscuits at this point in time. I'm really happy for everyone out there that supports Beauty's Biscuits, that shares that.
You're happy for them or happy about them?
I'm happy about them and I'm happy for them.
You're happy to have them?
I am happy to have them in my life. So I'm just kind of looking bigger picture and just riding the wave and, moving forward with that. I'm still having difficulty with my child in school, but it is what it is. And I'm just going to take away I'm going to put her outside one day and just say, bye.
No bedroom.
You can't live here anymore. I'm going to do a little scared straight.
Go sleep at the bus stop.
Yeah. Is there even a bus stop around here?
By the old Rite Aid.
Yeah, okay. Well, no, I'm kidding. I'm not going to do that to my child, but
or
today,
by Hummel Hall.
I've been on her today. Like, we've completed 4 assignments, and it's just like the work keeps coming, and she's not keeping up with the work, and she's not using all the resources that are there for her.
That are available.
She'd rather do other things like play outside.
Yeah.
It's like, maybe I should take Nora away. Maybe I should take the dog. Because she's fine not having the phone. She's fine not having the Roku and the TV in her room. She's fine with that. I was like, maybe I should take the dog away. Maybe that'll hurt.
What is she going to do? Like,
she always got something to play with. Like, I'll let her go outside because, it's outside and it's Rona. So I'm like, go play outside. I don't say that. She'll just go play outside. And she's just out there playing in the dirt. And I'm like, get inside and do your work. So I put together a schedule for her for this coming week because this is the last week. And I just got an email from her PE teacher that says her shit's due tomorrow at noon. And that's it. But whatever. But I put together a schedule, so the assignments that she needs to complete and how to do it, and I just don't know what else to do to like keep her inspired, and it's really tough. But that's what's going on with me this week. Fuck all that nonsense. It's just rough. It's not easy, and no one said life is easy. There's no fucking handbook to life, apparently, and we just have to write our own book and make mistakes and learn from them. She's afraid to make mistakes on her homework. So she always comes.
So she just doesn't do it?
So she doesn't do it.
That's crazy. That's like.
It's like editing yourself when you're writing.
No, it's like not writing anything because you're afraid of making a typo. Mm-hmm. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
That's your teacher's job to tell you what you did wrong so you could figure it out. You're afraid to even try.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, you can't. Who was it? I can't remember one of the authors. She said, it wasn't Margaret Atwood. Who was it? I'll look it up. But she said, basically, like, you have to have a story to edit. It's better, or something like that. Like, you can't edit something if you don't have anything written down or something like that. I can't remember what the exact phrasing was. And I just don't feel like Googling it right now. So,
yeah. Yeah, so that's pretty much what's happening on my side of things. So I'm just not letting it get to me. It makes me cry every now and then I think about it. It's just frustrating because I feel like I'm failing. And I'm not going to do the work for her. Like, I was doing it today. I was helping her with it because she'll come to me and I'm like, I don't understand. And then I do the fucking work.
Yeah.
And then she just types it up. And I'm like, I'm not doing that. She's working on paraphrasing. Sorry, guys, we're talking about our kids, and we got kids. And if you've been with us before, we got kids. If this is the first time you're listening, we got kids, and we talk about them. And then we're going to talk about some fraud shit, and it's going to be really funny. So says me.
So saith I.
But she's working on paraphrasing, and she has to like rewrite the sentence or whatever. And I'm trying to
put it in your own words.
Exactly, put it in your own words. And it's like it can't be wrong. It's in your own words. She just wants you to try it. Just do it.
Yeah,
that's what we've been working.
Like that's what I just did for that quote that I can't remember. So yeah,
exactly. And so I'm doing it for her, and I'm not doing it. I was like, just do it, write it out, and then we'll go back over it and look at it. Just try and do it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's frustrating.
And I'm not going to do the work because that's what she wants me to do. She wants me to do it. She wants me to get frustrated. And then...
I don't think she wants you to get frustrated.
Yes, she does.
But
yes, she does.
She's like, my goal in life is to make you be frustrated.
I think that's exactly... I hate that I say this, but I think that's exactly what her goal in life is because she's not using all the other resources that are available. She has tutors and teachers and things that are available that are offered at her school that she is not using.
Yeah.
So I was like, so you just want to absorb all my time and waste my time, and now we got to hustle so you can get your shit turned in?
Yeah. It sucks.
You don't respect my time, and that's one thing I do not tolerate.
Yeah. Children.
Anyway, go ahead and connect with us on social if you'd like at Book of Lives Pod on Twitter, on Book of Lives Podcast at Instagram and Facebook. You can visit our website at bookoflivespodcast.com. We have a blog. You can check it out there. And we have a collaborations page where you can check out some of our podcast pals. We have Patreon. You can join us there. This week, I sent out Christmas cards to our patrons. So thank you guys so much for your support. We love you. Okay.
Turn to page 594.
But we already learned that. Okay. So, Brandy, you can go ahead and... ask me that question.
What are we talking about, honey?
Okay, so we are going to do something a little different today. I was listening to a podcast, Bravo Happy Hour, hosted by Megan O'Donnell. I was listening to her recent episode, and she breaks down the tea on Bravo. You know what I'm saying? All the housewives drama and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. What I heard was that there's drama with Girardi and Erica. You know, they're getting divorced, but he got some fraud shit going on with a class action lawsuit. So I was like, I'm interested, I want to learn more. So what I've compiled is a wonderful list of all the fraud shit that has gone on in the Real Housewives of any franchise.
Oh,
and
no.
It's got a lovely list.
Ooh, that's fun.
Of tea to cover today.
Yay!
Yay! So,
are we going to talk about the failed Housewives of DC shit? That weirdo chick and her breaking into the White House party.
the party crashers. That's not really fraud, but
it's lies because they weren't invited.
You can talk about it if you want.
I don't remember their names or like really care about them. So.
Exactly. I have a few on my list that I care about. That bitch is not on my list. All right. Oh, and then one thing too. About last week's episode, I felt like I said bitch like 1,000 times. I was like, that bitch, that bitch, that bitch.
You counted the bitches?
I don't know. I was just like, if she were to listen to this episode, how would she feel that I kept calling her a dirty hoe and a dirty bitch? It's just like, well...
Dirty hoe.
It was the mimosas. But you was doing dumb shit. You know what I mean? And the word bitch does not offend me. I use it in my vocabulary, and it's a part of,
a part of your vernacular.
My vernacular, and that's what you just have to know about us, I guess. But I was like, should I be apologetic?
Well, no, she didn't. Nobody called her a cunt, so that,
I mean, exactly, right? Exactly. So I'm just saying, hey, that's a part of our vernacular. So if you get your panties in a bunch, don't leave a bitchy review about it.
Oh, please do.
Leave us a review. Okay. So I got a bunch of resources from the New York Daily News, from Wikipedia, from Heavy.com, from RealityBlurb.com, and if I find any other sources that I missed, I'll let you know. So I'm going to start with Erica and Tom. So Erica Jane.
That's the most recent, right?
That's the most recent, okay. Yes. So Erica Jane and her husband, lawyer Tom Girardi, are using a quote-unquote sham divorce to hide embezzled funds.
Is that what they're doing?
They're saying that this divorce is bullshit. It's fugazi. I love that word. But they're saying it's crap because what the story is, so Tom, you know he's the Aaron Brockovich guy.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I mean, I think I heard it, but I didn't really...
She said that like on her first season.
Exactly.
That was him.
So let me tell you guys about Tom really quick. So...
His name's not Ed Masry. It's Tom Girardi.
His name's Tom Girardi. He graduated from La Jolla High School. He's an LA native.
Yeah.
1957. He went to college. He did everything.
He's 80, right? Or 90,
He's
80?
81.
81, okay.
And he handled major cases. He did a bunch of shit like the faulty stuff. So medical malpractice, Lockheed Martin, PG&E, and the Aaron Brockovich thing. Hinckley. The case was inspired by Aaron Brockovich, which the residents blame incidents of cancer and other diseases on contaminated water leaked from a gas pumping station. And they got a settlement from PGE. So I think that's where he learned that, I can get a bunch of money really fast. And I think that's why he...
That case went on for years. It wasn't like really fast.
It's not fast. Okay,
It wasn't really fast.
Excuse me. Get the story right, ho. Called myself a ho. You see, my feelings aren't hurt. Big fucking deal. But he's like, that's his job. He's a lawyer, okay? And he took the oath and he does what he needs to do. But I think things get a little misconstrued when a bunch of money comes into play. And apparently they're like, he's trying to maintain Erica's lifestyle and their lavish lifestyle. And they got debts out there. And
he's trying to maintain Erica's lifestyle. She makes her own money, though.
It's expensive to be made. So they're claiming that they're embezzling money from widows and orphans of a plane crash. There's a lawsuit filed recently, December 2nd, Wednesday, that the victims of the 2018 Lion Air crash, they're survivors, they're orphans and widows. The thing was settled, and it was like Boeing paid a bunch of money, and he never gave them the money that they were promised.
So they paid the money to the attorney, and the clients never received a dime.
Mm-hmm. So the paperwork is a class action lawsuit filed by a firm called Edelson PC. And it alleges that Erica, 49, and Tom, 81, reached the upper echelons of the glitz and glam world of Hollywood. Through appearances on Bravo, of course, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills shows, they realized that they needed to project a public image of obscene wealth at all times.
Oh, God.
To kind of stay in the spotlight. And that ended up in Tom resorting to embezzling the proceeds of the settlements that should have been directed to the clients, including funds earmarked for the widows and orphans who lost loved ones in the tragic crash. So it was a Boeing 737 MAX series aircraft that crashed, and 189 people died.
It's a lot of people.
So that means that's a lot of
money.
Yeah. Yes.
Did they say what the settlement was? Like how much each individual person or client was supposed to receive?
I don't have anything saying how much it is. But the Edelson PC, the plaintiff in the new filing, was brought into local counsel to assist in the litigation and the settlement process. So the proceeds of the confidential settlements were allegedly transferred thereafter. Boeing sent it to Girardi Keese, that's his law firm's name, and Girardi has since kept it for his own purposes and doled it out to his friends and family.
I sincerely don't think that is something that happened, but, again, this is my opinion.
Exactly. And we all have them, like assholes, right? We all have opinions. By all accounts, Girardi keeps engaging in the fraud and deception in order to support a never-ending spree by himself and Erica. Erica reportedly spends $40,000 per month on her look. Erica even performs a song called Expensive.
That is so ridiculous.
And they're comparing him to Bernie Madoff in the lawsuit. It's a 30-page lawsuit.
Oh, no.
Uh-huh. So I think that's funny. And I think...
Which part is funny?
I think that if it's not true, it's not true. And we've talked about it and, it wasn't fucking true. right? Because nothing's proven here yet.
Right.
So what I think is funny is that if that is true, it takes fraud to fucking, they call it keep up with the Joneses. But don't worry, Kyle and her man are on this list too.
Yeah, but
they all are.
Here's what I find to be funny about it. Not funny, but like odd. This man has been an attorney for like 100 years. Right. He has built a reputation.
Right.
He has established himself. Mm-hmm. And he obviously has made lots of money.
Yeah.
So I don't understand how that would be the case, because this settlement, even in the settlement, he still gets a cut of the settlement.
That's true.
So why would he need all of the money?
Right.
When he gets however many hundreds or thousands or millions or whatever the monetary sum of this settlement is.
Yeah. I think it's pretty dumb if it is happen to do this to 180 people who can go tell the story.
Exactly.
Why would you risk your reputation on this? Or maybe he's like, well, I gave you guys $10,000 each. Bye.
Well, that's not what the settlement was for.
I don't know. But that's what I'm saying. Like, we don't know until we know,
Yeah.
But I think it's shady. Let me give y'all some shady shit. Do you remember Dana Wilkie on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills? The one that's like $30,000 glasses.
Yeah, her. God. I didn't. You know what's funny?
Yeah.
That was the first season that Brandi Glanville was on.
Okay.
I didn't watch like the first 3 or 4 episodes when she was on there, when Dana was on there. Yeah. I didn't watch like the first 3 or 4 episodes of that season. That was like the 2011 season. I didn't watch the beginning of that season. But anyway.
But do you remember her?
Yeah.
So this girl is staying relevant by posting voicemails that Tom, quote unquote, allegedly left victims. I don't know how she got these voicemails, but she's claiming that he's calling people that saying, oh, I'm going to get you the money. I'm going to get you the money. We really messed up here, but don't worry. Don't be mad at me. I'm going to get you the money.
What? She's posting
on Instagram.
Posting voicemails.
Saying that it's Tom calling the clients, leaving them messages saying that I'm going to get you your money.
What?
Yeah.
How? Okay. Let me just,
she's messy.
Let me just open Instagram real quick. What's her name? Dana?
It's under her last name, WILKEY_Dana. But she's messy. And she's still staying relevant because then she was talking about some other shit. So anyway, I just think it's funny that how does she know and where
she's not even verified.
So look at this one.
Yeah, I see. I see that. Yeah. She's not even verified.
You're not even verified.
She has 219 posts. Like, really? Please.
But why are we being messy? Like, why? Okay. So check on her unverified butt.
I'm just saying, like, she's not even verified.
Yeah.
You're a Real Housewife and you're not verified? What?
She was on one season. I don't even think she got a diamond.
She wasn't even on. Yeah, no, she was a friend.
She was a friend. She didn't get a diamond, but hers says, like, official housewife or some shit. No, you're not. No, you're not.
Let's see. Did you know $25,000 sunglasses?
Oh, my God.
RHOBH OG cast member and guest star.
Okay, bye. So then let's talk about this lawsuit filed against Mauricio.
Oh, Lord.
And this was recently updated April of 2020. So the lawsuit filed under Umansky and the agency arranged the sale of a mansion in Malibu, which sold for $32 million.
Jesus.
The mansion had been seized by the United States government from this person named Teodoro Nguema Obija Mangi.
What?
Right.
What? I'm sorry. Wow. Okay.
You agree with my pronunciation?
No, but go ahead.
Mangu.
It looks like Mange.
Mange. So Mange was accused of using funds stolen from his home country, Equatorial Guinea, where his father is the president. So then the United States was like, okay, this is stolen money. We're going to take the house. I don't get it. So then
they
seized the house.
He stole money from the country?
Yes.
And bought a house?
Yes, bought a mansion.
Okay.
So then the United States government seized it. And then for some reason they brought in Mauricio to sell the house.
Who's they?
the government, I guess, or whoever the government decided to allow to flip this house to get this cash.
I don't understand. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So then Mauricio sold the property to a man named Mauricio Uberfeld for $32.5 million. The sale was approved by the United States government, but the seller later claimed that Umansky and his company didn't inform him that they received much higher offers. So they sold it for $32.5 million.
Okay.
And then apparently there was like, oh, well, we would have offered 40, 50, whatever.
What difference does it make?
This is what the difference makes. The plaintiff also alleged that Mauricio did not disclose that he partnered up with the buyer to purchase the property.
Okay, wait, stop.
So the person that Mauricio sold the house to, he's business partners with.
Okay, my question is this. What does it, what the house sold, so what does that matter?
The house later, Mauricio and the partner flipped the house for $70 million.
Okay, so the person who bought the house
was partners with Mauricio.
Was Mauricio.
Yes.
So who did they not inform that there were higher bids?
The maybe the New Guinea guy, because it was his house at the
it was seized.
I don't know exactly. That's weird. But he's the one that's suing. So
this sounds like horse shit to me. This whole lawsuit sounds stupid. But anyway.
So the house sold for $70 million. So Mauricio and his partner made $37 million profit for the home. According to the court papers, the defendants violated virtually every one of these duties by engaging in blatant acts of self-dealing, earning secret profits, and both failing to disclose and outright misrepresenting material facts.
You're selling a house and you're like, hey, buddy, go buy this house. I'll split the profits with you when we sell it for a higher price. That's pretty fucked up.
At the time, Umansky and his company denied the allegations. They said that the plaintiff was trying to regain control of the money that had forfeited to the United States. So I don't get it. It is that guy, though, because they're like, it's his house, but whatever.
Yeah, no,
Anyway, they settled.
Yeah, the real estate person buying the house, like, oh, I'm getting all these offers. I'm going to take the lowball offer that my partner gave me, and we're going to buy this house. And then we're going to flip it for the highest price that whoever offered earlier.
Yep.
That's fucked up. But again, if the house was seized by the government...
Mind your business.
Exactly. Like, what the fuck are you... Who cares? Like, you can't sue me. You didn't even have control of the house. The fuck?
The government has control of the house, but it is shady. I mean,
yeah, it is.
It's like, it's shady, but so what?
You're shady too. Like,
hey, this is Ken M.
Padawan J.
Coach Duffy. From the Ocho Duro Parlay Hour podcast. Every week, the ODPH is talking sports, movies, TV, comics, and more. It's always a parlay of topics on each episode. You can find the ODPH on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Stitcher, Podbean, and wherever you find great podcasts, such as the one you're listening to right now. Don't forget to check out OchoDuroParlayHour.com, where you can find the links to all of the ODPH social media accounts, links to the bands whose music you hear each week on the show, hashtag 607 podcast info, and parlay points, our companion blog section of the show. Thanks for listening to the ODPH. Now get back to your regularly scheduled podcast.
You mad because my shade is better than yours? Like, what the fuck?
I'm shadier than you. You jealous?
I don't know. That just sounds frivolous. But okay, so they settled.
All right. That was it.
Ugh.
So, let's keep it in Beverly Hills. Let's talk about Dorit and PK.
Oh, yeah. They were talking about this last season.
And it keeps going on.
They're like, he's a scammer.
Yeah. So, Dorit and PK owed this guy. Well, actually, it was PK. It's okay. So let me just put this disclosure. All the shit that PK got going on, apparently he did all this fucking shit before him and Dorit got married.
Right.
And his debt and his shit is carrying over into their relationship. And I can see why she's like, I have my own money. Yeah. And the courts are like, prove it. You guys are married. We don't care.
Yeah. That's what sucks about being married in California.
Yeah.
Is because regardless of whether or not you guys have separate bank accounts.
Yeah.
Or you make your, like, Erica makes her money performing and Tom makes his money being an attorney. Mm-hmm. You both can still be named in a lawsuit.
Yes. And they'll come for all of your shit.
Right. And like when your spouse dies, their debts become your debts.
Ugh.
It sucks. Anyway, go ahead.
That's pretty much the backbone of this story, but somebody had to do some shit, and we're going to talk about it. So.
Somebody had to do some shit.
Okay, so PK and Dorit. So apparently PK owes this dude, Nikos Persis. Apparently he loaned PK $1.2 million in 2011.
Damn.
And now he's accusing the star of not paying off the debt. But he's like, I think it was about 2019. He's like, you still owe me fucking money. They're like, hey, we ran you a check for $250,000. And he's like, bitch, that only pays a portion of the interest.
So he loaned him money with interest.
Yeah.
Okay.
So apparently now he still reportedly owes him still $1.2 million plus because the little sum of money was just interest. So he's like, give me more money. So
how about you pay me all my money and I will leave you alone?
Right. So the guy was able to get his wages garnished out of a bank account.
Yeah.
$30,000 in his City National Bank. And apparently Dorit was like, no, don't take that money. Like she tried to block it because it's probably a shared bank account and he was coming for her bread. I understand that.
A joint account, yeah.
Get out of here. According to Nick Cursis, Dorit offered no evidence proving that the money was hers, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, he owes him this money still, and that's what's going on. And they have had other lawsuits. So a couple years ago, PK...
So basically, somebody's whining about a loan. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Big deal, right?
Yeah. Like, so, what did he actually do?
He has a betting problem.
Oh, there we go.
He owed $75,000 in sports bets. He settled out of court with that. He settled a lawsuit worth $1.7 million for the Bellagio Casino in Las Vegas. Apparently, he was just betting, and I guess you get a marker.
Certain people...
This motherfucker.
Who have lots of money can go in and they get a marker. Basically, it's like you're a high roller and they give you a marker that says you can go and bet on those $1,000 tables.
Yeah.
And you can come into this high roller room. Mm-hmm. And that's, yeah.
So PK failed to pay back his $1.7 million balance of a $3.6 million marker before filing bankruptcy in the UK. So he was like, well, I filed for bankruptcy in the UK. It should be wiped clean. The Bellagio's like, bitch, this is U.S.
Yeah.
Give us our bread.
Yeah. Where's your U.S. bankruptcy?
Because we're not wiping that debt clean. And I think these rich people use this bankruptcy and
yes,
just like it's nothing.
Because you file for bankruptcy, that basically says you're absolved of your debts here. But the bankruptcy tag follows you.
For so 7 years, right?
Yeah, and like they make money hand over fist anyway, so it doesn't matter because they really don't rely on credit. They do so that they can file for bankruptcy because they don't have to. They can literally pay in cash. Mm-hmm. But people who do bankrupt companies and file for bankruptcy, they might have cash sitting under their fucking mattress.
Yeah. But
they could take all that money out of their bank accounts and say they don't have any.
Right.
And that they don't have any coming in.
Right.
Meanwhile, they're doing deals and they have other sources of income and fucking, Swiss bank accounts and shit. Right. And bank accounts in the fucking Caymans.
Yes, honey.
So, yeah. Bastards. Make shit harder for people that ain't got no damn money like me.
Fucked up now. She's spicy. So he owes the Bellagio bread. So there was a settlement reached between them and the reality star was to start making payments until June 2018. But he stopped making the payments. And they're like, we're going to sue you.
We're going to sue you.
So apparently the case was settled recently, 2019.
And they're supposed to it's supposed to be harder now to file for bankruptcy. Mm-hmm. But I guess it depends, chapter 7, chapter 11. There's a bunch of different types of bankruptcy.
Yeah.
Because your fucking federal student loans can't be absolved with bankruptcy. Your fucking ass is going to carry that debt till you die.
Till you die, bitch. Well, apparently, they settled. He's like, okay, I'm in a happy place, blah, blah, blah. But then they're like, oh, yeah, bitch, you owe back taxes. $1 million in back taxes.
Holy fuck.
So the IRS has filed liens against them, saying they owe $1 million in back taxes. The Blast, a news outlet, reports that a lien was filed against Dorit and PK for not paying $635,000 in taxes in 2015. An additional lien was filed solely against PK, in which it accused him of owing $290,000 in tax bills for the years of 2014 and 2016. In total, that's $925,000 in taxes.
$925,000.
And that's why they had to sell that house that they were in.
Oh my God.
And so I feel like since like we've been doing the podcast and, you know, your writing career has been going and business is growing, I feel like I have like a better understanding of like how the world works. Like, just all this fucking fraud too, especially with the podcast. Like it's all based on bullshit.
Yeah.
It's all bullshit, y'all.
Yeah. And people with money can get away with it because they will have more money and they can just continue their fucking lies and bullshit.
Well, let's talk about something that we know for sure. Joe and Teresa of New Jersey. So Joe and Teresa Giudice were indicted, tried, and convicted of wire fraud, mail fraud, bankruptcy fraud, and tax evasion that netted them nearly $5 million
Jesus.
over a 10-year period.
Oh my God.
The judge sentenced Teresa Giudice to 15 months in prison, and Joe was sentenced to 41 months in prison, and they also had to pay $414 in restitution. $414,000.
I was like, $414?
That's it.
Excuse me?
So, I mean, if you watched any Housewife episode,
New Jersey.
Teresa, prostitution whore. These kids outside, crazy.
But you know what's funny? When Melissa and Joe Gorga got on the show, and Melissa would be in her confessionals like, we have bills to pay, and we pay our bills.
Ooh.
I was like, damn, she's like, and you know, at the time I really liked Teresa.
Yeah.
And I was like, why is she fucking like, yeah, like, what the hell? Like, who said anything about them and their bills? Like, why are you doing that? Yeah. And then, like, you know, all this shit unravels. And that whole lawsuit thing happened 8 years later because she got on in 2010, 2011. So,
yeah, she's an original New Jersey housewife.
No, she wasn't. Not Melissa.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Teresa.
No, Melissa.
Okay.
When Melissa got on.
Melissa came on the second season, didn't she?
I feel like it was the third or fourth. It was after Dina left. Dina left after the first season, right?
It was the third season, I think.
And what's her face was gone. Danielle.
Danielle only did the first season.
And then she came back.
Yeah,
but like later.
She's also got some fraud shit too. Like she's
girl. I already know she has a bunch of shit. But anyway. Jinx.
Shut up.
Double jinx.
All right. So they did jail time. So they were allowed to, if you didn't know, they were allowed to serve their sentence separately so they could take care of their children. They have 4 daughters, beautiful girls.
They are.
Teresa served her time, and she did her 15 months and was released December of 2015. And then Joe then did his sentence, and Joe got released March of 2019.
Mm-hmm.
But the second Joe got out of jail, they took his ass to ICE.
Yeah, because they were like, you're being deported.
You're being deported.
You go to Italy.
Because his family moved him he was born in Italy, and his family moved to the United States when he was a baby, and he was never a legal citizen.
His parents became citizens, and he didn't.
And he did not.
That's crazy.
Exactly. So, while Joe's being indicted for federal tax evasion, Joe stood trial on another charge, on an unrelated charge. November 19, 2013, Giudice stood trial for allegedly using his brother's marriage and birth certificate
to get a loan.
To get a license.
A driver's license?
Mm-hmm. Because Joe's license had been suspended 39 times for DUIs.
Wait. Wait. What?
39 times.
How is that even allowed?
It says
they revoke your shit in California.
His driving record is truly mind-boggling.
Yes, because in California, your shit gets revoked.
You're going to jail.
Like, what the hell? 39 DUIs? You gotta be fucking kidding me. Mm-hmm. Oh my God.
Yeah, so
39 times.
Stupid. So he pled guilty on that. He was barred from driving for 2 years. Stupid. And he got sentenced to 18 months for that, but he was able to serve it concurrently.
Yeah.
So he got 2 sentences. He's able to serve the time at the same time.
That concurrent shit pisses me off.
Yeah.
If you get 20 years and then you get 40 and then you get like another 10 for, random different shit, you need to serve all of those separately, not concurrently, maybe consecutively, but not fucking concurrently. That's bullshit.
Well, and this is, if you guys didn't know how this shit works, so they were charged with bank fraud, loan application fraud, in additional to original charges of defrauding lenders, illegally obtaining mortgages and other loans, as well as allegedly hiding assets and income during bankruptcies. Because these motherfuckers would file
like
bankruptcy.
I said, they do that. They might have cash under their fucking mattress.
Oh, they sure did. Because do you remember Teresa was like, we pay for everything in cash. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
And
that was season 1.
Yeah. And I think she signed anything her husband put in front of her.
Yeah, that's what she said.
We're making money. Don't worry about it. It's business. Don't worry.
That, that sounds like the other woman when Leslie Mann and Jamie Lannister, and she was signing shit and the businesses were in her name.
Yeah.
And he was just putting shit in front of her and she was signing it.
Yeah.
But that worked out good for her.
Yeah, because her name was on it.
And she got to have the companies.
Right.
But yeah.
But read what your man, your spouse, whoever puts in front of you. Don't just sign shit and don't read it. Especially loan documents or mortgages or...
Well, if they're telling you that that's not what it is, then,
Read the shit. Read it. And she got 15 months.
Yeah.
For the dumb stuff that your husband allowed, put you into.
Teresa she has a thing where she doesn't ask questions and she doesn't want anybody else to ask questions.
Exactly.
So she's like, well, I don't ask questions about you're this or that, you're this or that, so don't ask questions about my life.
Right.
And then this is what happens when you don't ask questions.
Yeah. You go to jail. Period. Start asking questions, people. It's just fucked up. And then, Joe's a dick. He apparently lost a bunch of weight in jail, but he's still cheating on his wife. Well, they're getting divorced.
Yeah, they're getting divorced. Yeah, he did. He looked old after he lost.
Face all droopy and shit.
But.
And I think he finally got deported though.
Yeah, he's in.
That was her. She was like, oh, if he gets deported to Italy, then I'll get a divorce. And he got deported. She was like,
well, yeah, because when they did you watch their interview?
No.
With Andy Cohen?
I didn't.
He was in Italy at the time. I want to say that he was in Florence. Mm-hmm. I think that's where his family's from, is Florence.
Okay.
He was there. They were here. And it was just I told Teresa she needs to get a boyfriend. But, blah, 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 blah. And apparently she was messing around with some young guy.
Yeah. I watched, before we did this podcast, I did some research to catch up. I watched the latest reunion of the Housewives of New Jersey, season 10.
The latest reunion.
But you know who gets on my nerve from the recent season? Jennifer, the Turkish chick.
Yeah.
She's annoying as fuck.
Yeah.
I'm just like, shut up. And then Teresa's BFFs with her. Teresa always gets a crazy bulldog in her corner.
But the funny thing is, Jennifer, it's not like Jennifer can do anything. I think every cast member could kick her ass.
Oh, no doubt. People could fuck her up, no doubt about it. But she just runs her mouth until you want to fuck her up.
Yeah.
And she's happy to let...
That's like Candace on The Real Housewives of Potomac. She's the same way.
Ugh.
She runs her mouth. And that's why Monique dragged her. And then she tried to sue Monique.
Exactly. And I'll sue you.
Y'all people need to stop. If you're not ready to knuckle up, you need to stop running your mouths.
Shut up.
Because honestly, if you don't want to get punched, shut the fuck up.
Are you checking out Salt Lake City?
I started watching it. Her name is Jen too. She crazy as fuck. the Tongan girl.
She crazy. I've caught up on all the seasons, and there's some fraud on that one. So I'm going to talk to you about this one.
Yeah.
Mary.
I was like, oh, KT's Tongan. And I was like, damn, she got this crazy Jen repping Tonga.
She is crazy, but she's just that's just how I am. We love big. And, she is crazy. But what do you think of Mary?
Mary's weird.
The one that married her.
Yeah, the only black cast member.
Step-grandfather.
Yes. She's weird. And I'm not even saying she's weird because of that, because she did it so she could get the church.
I get it.
But she's weird.
She's very weird. And I was lurking Twitter today, And I started following like this housewife group. It's just like whenever there's alerts, I get alerts, right? It's audio of Mary in church, because she's the pastor,
right?
Saying, y'all broke. Y'all aren't even tithing. You're doing only half. I can't be having broke. I can't be praying on y'all. Y'all having a good time out there, and y'all ain't even coming up with the money. Give me money. And you see how she dressed, the Chanel, the Louis Vuitton, the couture. Mm-hmm. They're like, there are pastors, and that's what they do because that's how they get their money from their congregation.
Yeah.
But it's not glitz and glam in your face because she's like, Chanel, bitch, diamond crusted everything.
Yeah. It's
disgusting.
Yeah. But again, the megachurch, like Joel Osteen.
Yeah.
I personally think he's like another freaking Jim Baker.
Yeah.
Because he does preach prosperity gospel.
Okay.
And he's very wealthy. And there's like 18 Joel Osteen. Well, I won't say 18, but there's a lot of Joel Osteen churches around the country.
Yeah.
Not just in Texas.
Okay.
And that's how they get their money. But he writes books and things like that. But, that's like people, because he's on TV and I think he has a podcast. And, people from their couches go ahead and call and send him money. Exactly. So,
guys, check out our Pass the Loot Jim Baker episode. I don't know what number it is, but it's a good old time. We were wild and young in 2019.
Wild and young. Before the Rona. Before I got just fucking tired. So she's like, you guys are broke. You're not tithing. I can't pray for you if you're not tithing.
I only got 17 birthday cards for my birthday.
Ew! She's gross. That's gross. How dare you? How dare you? Your people come to your church for fucking gospel, not for you to be an asshole and not for you to tell them basically, if you don't give me money, I can't pray for you.
Right.
Prayers are not fucking paid for.
Right.
That's, disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
Disgusting.
So that's what's going on in Salt Lake City. I just thought this would be a little lighter for the day. But, well, then there's a bunch of other ones, but who cares? Everyone's been sued.
What about Dallas? Did you check Dallas?
Mm-mm.
I feel like Leanne Locken has some skeletons.
I haven't even watched this season yet, Dallas.
You haven't watched that series, you mean?
Yeah. Did I say that season?
Yeah.
That series or any of their seasons.
Yeah. There's a Brandy on there.
There's always a Brandy. There's always a Jen. A Heather.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah. There's none from Orange County? What? I'm shocked.
Well, actually, Vicky's been sued a couple times.
Vicky, yeah.
Because, they say that she preys on old people. That's what's her name said. Because apparently she settled this lawsuit.
She sold it. She is an insurance salesman.
And one of her customers' husband died, and she did not pay out benefits.
Right.
And the lady sued her. But apparently that's her thing, that she don't pay out the benefits. That's why, what's that bitch's name? The one that we don't like? From Orange County.
I don't like a lot of them. Kelly
Dodd was like, you prey on, old people and blah, blah, blah.
Bitch, you pushed your mother down the stairs. Shut up. Ooh. Supposedly pushed her mother down the stairs.
Ernest!
Her mother got COVID and was in the ICU. I think I talked about this.
No, me and you had a conversation.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because she was one of the main ones talking about COVID. Because her fiance, now they're married. Her husband,
Kelly got married again?
Is there, what's his name from CNN? Lowenstein, fucking, what's his name? Whatever. And not CNN, I'm sorry. Fox News.
Oh, boy.
Her husband is a Fox News reporter based in fucking New York. And she was one of the main ones talking about COVID's a hoax and don't wear masks and fuck you. This is God's way of thinning the herd and blah, 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 blah. Then her mother gets COVID and goes to ICU. And then she's like on fucking Andy Cohen on his show talking about, I said stupid things. I was misinformed. Bitch, you weren't misinformed. You were willfully ignorant. Mm-hmm. That's all this fucking anti-mask bullshit is willful ignorance. People that are like, it's a hoax. You guys are stupid. Okay. Let me just stop because my blood pressure is going to go up.
Slow down. It's all right. Don't worry about it. You know what it is. I just picked up some ones that I was like interested in. I did want to kind of check in with Teresa and Joe, and the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Their frauds are pretty recent, as well as Salt Lake City. I just heard about that one today. Like that video just dropped today.
Oh wow.
And so just some recent ones, and I want you guys to check out Bravo Happy Hour because they know how to pour the tea. Yeah. I love tea. Okay, I love it. Thumbs up for the week.
So I opened another Medium account, and on this account, I'm only going to be posting erotic stories.
Ooh, okay.
So that's what I'm doing. And I might do another book under a pen name.
Why do you do a bunch of pen names?
This name is a name that I've used previously, not in publishing though. But
LaFleur?
Yeah.
I knew it.
And I'm going to see how that shakes out because there's a lot of horny people in the world. They want to read dirty shit. So I'll write the dirty shit. And
Shout out to Cage's Kiss.
And email us and I'll send you the links.
Ooh,
I'm not going to say it out loud because
you want me to put it on the website?
Until it actually like gets some traction, it's going to be,
That's how it has to get traction because we have to say that loud.
Yeah, but I'm not going to
jinx yourself.
If I decided to become a teacher, then people are going to get mad. Just kidding.
There's
But
nudie teachers out there.
Oh, I know, and they get fired.
It depends on what kind of teacher you want to be.
Well, anyway, so that's what I'm doing, and then maybe I'll do like a little bedtime stories thing,
Ooh.
adult bedtime stories, compilation book. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Email us and let me know.
Email us at bookoflifespodcast@gmail.com.
Please. Did you know 25,000?
She's so messy because then she's also talking about like the housewives. Like she's just anyway, I don't want to talk about her. We're not going to bring up no more attention to her. Are you going to ask me on that night?
Oh, yeah, no. What's your thumbs up, Sunsaray?
Stop.
Full naming you.
Full naming me on the podcast. Christmas cookies for Beauty's Biscuits. I've been sending so many dogs Christmas cookies. Thank you guys for the support.
Christmas biscuits.
Christmas biscuits. I've launched the dog collars on beautiesbiscuits.com.
Mm-hmm.
So we now have dog collars. So you can do any kind of shopping for any furry friend and send them a nice gift.
Yeah.
And
you should do like Christmas gift packages, like,
I wrap them in tissue paper.
No, do a package, available that people can click on and buy. Instead of having to put different stuff in their cart, they can just do a 2-in-1. I don't know. Whatever.
If you push Christmas cookies, you'll get 2 different bags of cookies.
I mean a collar and cookies.
Oh, I get it. Okay. Listen, because I was like, what are you talking about? Excuse me? I like it. I like what you're saying. I like this. I like it.
You're like, you can push Christmas cookies.
Christmas cookies. I give you 2 bags of cookies. You're silly. All right, guys, thank you for joining us. Thank you for listening. We had a lot of new listens this week, and we really appreciate you guys. And share this episode. Leave a review. Tell us what you thought. Tell us what you want, what you really, really want. And connect with us on social media at Instagram at Book of Lives Podcast, on Twitter at Book of Lives Pod, Facebook at Book of Lives Podcast. We do have a group. You can visit our website at bookoflivespodcast.com. And thank you for listening. I am Sunny Hepburn.
And I'm still sick of this shit.
And this was
Book of Lies.
The podcast.
It's both bitches.